Ready? Good morning. It's Monday, October the 26th, and we're going to be reading out of Jeremiah 50, verse 6 in our one-year reading. And it says, "My people have been lost sheep. They have forgotten their resting place." And when I read that, it just made my heart sad, thinking about Israel. Here they were, God's chosen people. He had selected them to make his name famous, and they had started turning from him, turning to other gods when he was their one true God. And as they start turning to other gods and turning into the world instead of the kingdom of God, they began to lose their way. And they become lost sheep. They're completely lost. And they're turning to all these idols and all these foreign gods. And they're out in this storm and they're like, what in the world is going on? Why are we in captivity? Why are we in bondage? And the Lord's like, you know what? You've forgotten where your resting place is. You've forgotten that in my presence, in my temple, in my place is where your resting place is. That's where you find your shelter from the storms and from captivity and bondage. And so as I was thinking about Israel and putting into our today for us, I was thinking about just how the Lord has called us to him. We've been saved. We're followers of Jesus. And he's saying, live in my kingdom. Walk in the Spirit of God. And all of a sudden, we'll just start finding ourselves drifting away. And we start going backwards instead of forwards. And I can just see the Lord saying, come back. Don't go so far. But we keep walking away. And then we end up here in the storm, in the rain. We're out in the world. We're not in the kingdom anymore of God. We're out in the world and we're getting it bombarded by storms and rain and floods and winds. And we're like, where are you, God? Where are you? And I can just hear him say, you've forgotten where your resting place is. You've forgotten what it's like in my temple. You've forgotten what it's like in my kingdom. You've drifted off into the world and you've become captive. You've become in bondage of the things of the world. And he's just saying, come back to me. Come back into my temple. Come back into my pavilion where you'll find rest for your weary soul. And so I think today he's inviting us back into his place, back into his pavilion, under the shadow of his wings and the refuge of him. So if you're finding yourself out in the storm, out in the world, just turn back to God and say, here I am, Lord. I was a lost sheep, but now you found me. Love you guys. Have a great day.